Everyone. Hi, Dax and Dean and Cody and Adelaide and Eleanor. My usual crew is here. Yay! It's nice to see everyone this morning. Let's start our story time today with our stretches. Here we go. Stretch to the windows. Stretch to the doors. Stretch up to the ceiling and down to the floor. I can't reach down to the floor today. I am coming to you from my dining room table. And I have brought a friend with me, but it's a mystery friend. It's one of my pets. Does anyone have any thoughts about what it might be? We're going to find out later. I hope that he stays okay under there. Sure he will. All right. So we are going to read stories about pets today. Our first one is a nice short story. Our second one is longer than we usually read, but I think we can do it. You're a good group. You have a good attention span. Excellent. All right. Our first story, though, is this one, I Spy Pets by Edward Gibbs. This is one in a series of books, and they're all done the same way, where you guess the animal that we're talking about. They're all fun. So we're going to read we're going to read this one today, but in the future we'll read more of them. And then we'll also see if we can figure out what pet Miss Laura has. There we go. I spy with my little eye something with silky feathers. What animal has feathers? And it says, I like to peck seeds. What is that? It's a canary. I'm a canary. Do you think Miss Laura has a bird in here? Maybe. We'll find out later. I spy with my little eye something with shiny scales. I like to gulp small flakes. What do you think it is? What has shiny scales? I'm a goldfish. That's a pretty picture. Did you guess a goldfish? Do you think a goldfish is here? Or any kind of fish, maybe? We'll find out. I spy with my little eye something with bumpy skin. I like to snap up insects. Did you guess the chameleon? That's a cool pet. Do you think that I might have a chameleon? I spy with my little eye something with a hard shell. I like these. I think they're cool. I like to munch lettuce. What animal has a hard shell? They're really cool. Did you guess a turtle? I'm a turtle. Maybe I have a turtle here because I really like turtles. I spy with my little eye something with a fluffy tail. I like to nibble carrots. That's an easy one. I'm a rabbit. Do you think I have a rabbit here? Could I fit a rabbit in that? It's kind of hard to tell from the camera, isn't it? We'll find out. I spy with my little eye something with soft fur. I like to eat fish. I'm a cat. Look at that cat. I don't think I have a cat in here. You would put a cat in a small container. I spy with my little eye something with a smooth coat. What do you think that is? I like to chew bones. I'm a dog, of course, and I spy spy you. The dog sees you. Woof, woof. What can you spy with your little eye? What are some things that you can see? Well, we can see what I'm about to show you here. We are going to unveil my mystery pet. Now, my mystery pet, I'll give you some more clues because this will make it really easy. My mystery pet has shiny scales and lives in the water. And there, can you see him? He's right there. Oh, he's actually cooperating. His name is Kevin, and he's a betta fish. There he is. Kevin's great. I like these kind of fish because they all seem to have little personalities and they're really funny. Kevin's kind of moody, but the fish I've had in the past, most of them have been delightful. Do you have a fish? Do you have a betta fish? I like these fish best. They're easy to take care of, and they live a long time, and they're fun. They all have personalities. Okay, let's do a fish song, shall we? Kevin will help us. He'll watch. He enjoys a good fish song, he's told me. All right. There. I have one blue fish. Can you take out your one blue fish? One blue fish swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. One blue fish swimming in the water, bobble, 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 pop. Those are pretty easy, the hand movements, so maybe you can do them too. Let's count how many pink fish we have. 1, 2. Can you get out your 2 fish? 2 pink fish swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. 2 pink fish swimming in the water. Let's do our bubbles. Bobble, 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 pop. Good job. Now, what color fish do I have here? Those are yellow. Let's count the yellow fish. 1, 2, 3. 3 yellow fish swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. 3 yellow fish swimming in the water. Bubbles, bobble, 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 pop. Good job. Let's do 1 little, 2 little, 3 little bubbles next. So get out your bubbles. Here we go. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little bubbles, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little bubbles, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little bubbles, 10 little bubbles go pop, pop, pop. Let's try it again. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little bubbles, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little bubbles, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little bubbles, 10 little bubbles go pop, pop, pop. Good work. Now, I told you we were going to have a longer story. So here it is. Oh, I also want to tell you that since we're kind of doing fish stories today, that you also might want to check out Lori Berkner's song, The Goldfish. I think it's The Goldfish. The Goldfish song. Kids love to dance to that one. And we always have fun doing it in story time. So maybe you want to look it up and you can dance to it at home. This story is called Not Norman, a Goldfish Story. Let's see if we can get us all in there. There we go. When I got Norman, I didn't want to keep him. I wanted a different kind of pet, not Norman. What kind of pet is Norman? He's a goldfish. This boy does not want a fish. I don't know why, because fish are the best. They really are. I wanted a pet who could run and catch things, or one who could climb trees and chase strings. A soft, furry pet to sleep in my bed at night, not Norman. All Norman does is swim around and around and round and round and round and round and round. That is it, Norman, I decide. I'm trading you for a good pet. Norman doesn't move. He doesn't, not even a fin twitches. How can I trade him like this? No one will want a sorry-looking fish in a gunky bowl. He hasn't even cleaned out Norman's bowl. That's not a good pet owner. When I drop Norman into his nice, clean bowl, he starts dipping and flipping, flapping his fins around. He's so goofy, I have a laugh. Don't think that just because you made me laugh, I'm going to keep you, I tell him. Tomorrow, you're out of here. Norman blows a stream of bubbles. Norman likes being in a clean bowl. The next day, I take Norman to school with me. There they are at school. If I talk him up real good during show and tell, maybe someone will want him. On the way there, I see my friend Austin. Austin has a real cool dog and 7 puppies. Want to swap one of your pups for Norman? I ask. Who's Norman? Asked Austin. My goldfish, I say. By the time I rescue Norman, half of his water is gone. Austin's puppies are drinking Norman's water. Poor Norman. I'm sorry, I tell Norman when we go to school. I'm really sorry. He just stares at me googly-eyed. There he is trying to fill up Norman's bowl again at the water fountain. Finally, it's my turn to show and tell. Just as I start to talk about goldfish, Emily shouts, Jenny's gone! Who let my snake loose? Uh-oh, her snake is missing. Does anyone hear the story of how I got Norman? Does anyone even ask to hold his bowl? No, they're all jumping and screaming and chasing the snake. Not Norman. He's looking right at me. Aw. Thanks for listening, I tell him. That afternoon, we go to my music lesson. As soon as it's over, I'm taking Norman back to the pet store. I take out my tuba and begin to play. I glance over at Norman. He's swaying back and forth. Glug, 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 he mouths. Look, Norman's singing, I say. Pay attention, snaps Maestro, and try to play the proper notes. Maestro is his music teacher. Maestro makes me stay for extra practice. By the time my lesson is over, it's too late to go to the pet store. Don't think that just because you like my music, I'm going to keep you, said Norman. I tell Norman. He glugs. Glug, glug. That night, I'm sound asleep when screech, scratch. What's that noise? Scratch, scritch, screech. Yikes! There's something in the window. Then, out of the corner of my eye, I spot... This has gotten a little scary. Norman! He isn't scared. He isn't swimming around in circles either. He glugs and gives me a little wave. I'm not alone. Together, Norman and I slide open the curtains. It was just a broken tree branch. Thanks for watching out for me, Norman. On Saturday, I take Norman to the pet store, just like I said I would. I look at the cats and dogs and snakes and birds. I look at the hamsters and mice and lizards too. They all look like good pets, but they are not Norman. When I got Norman, I wasn't sure I wanted to keep him, but now, even if I could pick any pet in the world, I wouldn't trade him. Not Norman. And that's how I feel about my fish, Kevin. He's the best. Just the best. I can't talk enough about this fish. I like him a lot. Okay, we are going to do a craft. For this one, you're going to need... Uh-oh. For this one, you're going to need shaving cream, safety scissors, food coloring, a piece of paper and either a ruler or a popsicle stick or a butter knife, something that you can scrape with. And you're going to need to cover your surface, your table. So you can use tin foil, or you can use a cutting board, whatever you need. My battery is running low, so we're going to try to get this fast before I lose you guys. The first thing you're going to do is fold your paper lengthwise. Fold your paper in half, like so. And then you're going to cut out a fish shape. This is what's going to be tricky. So you're going to cut starting on the folded part, and you're going to cut out what we hope will be a fish shape. Success! When you unfold it, it should look kind of like a fish. Then you're going to take your shaving cream and spray it on your workspace. Very good. And then you're going to take your food coloring and you're going to add some drops wherever you want. All different colors. Unless you don't have all different colors, then just use what you have. And some green. And some yellow. Those of you who have joined me for story time, for preschool story time, have probably done this with me many times. Then you're going to take either your ruler or some other kind of stick, and I'm going to use these little chopsticks, and you swirl your colors around. Give them a good swirl. All right. You don't want to swirl too much because then it just becomes a murky brown color, and that's not what you're looking for. You want bright colors. Then you take your fish shape and you press it down on your shaving cream and you peel it off. And then you're not done yet. Then you have to get the shaving cream off of your fish shape. So you take your straight edge and you smooth off the shaving cream. And then you have made a beautiful printed fish. Look at that. That is something to put on your window. And you can use, I have shaving cream